If you want to prevent your scoliosis from getting worse and having less pain, you need to strengthen your core. I'm going to walk you through a short and easy scoliosis-friendly core workout that is going to help you build up that core strength and all those muscles that wrap around the lower spine and help you, give you that support for all the activities that you love and feel less pain. So you won't need any equipment for this practice, and we're going to start lying down on your back. So making sure that you're bringing yourself down to the mat as symmetrical as possible. So making sure your feet are hip distance apart, and then that the hips are centered, not twisted, and then lying yourself back. Just making sure you can allow yourself to settle down into the floor. Take a couple of moments just to let everything sink down into the floor. Good. So we're going to, first of all, try to find all those deeper abdominal muscles that I was talking about. They're called transverse abdominal muscles, and they wrap around the lower spine, kind of like a corset. So they're giving us lots and lots of support. So first of all, if you bring your index finger and middle finger onto your hip bones, so find those bones sticking out at the front, then we're going slightly inwards and slightly downwards. You come kind of across this quite soft area, but underneath there, that's where those transverse abdominal muscles lie, and this is the muscles that we are targeting here. So we're going to see if we can find them with our breath. We're going to take an inhale, and then see if you can exhale through the mouth, maybe a little bit more forcefully. And just notice if anything is kind of popping up under there. Inhale, exhale. And then let's try a different one. Let's try a shh sound. So we're going to inhale, exhale, shh. Maybe you feel it a little bit more. I can feel it a little bit more when I'm making that shh sound. Another one, if you can really not find it, you can do a little cough. And you would definitely find those abdominal muscles there. So they are there. They are just kind of hidden a little bit more underneath. And we're going to think about, can we activate them consciously? And so we don't have to make a funny breath for that. We can just take a normal inhale, normal exhale. Think about activating those muscles. What helps as well sometimes is imagining that your hip bones are kind of moving closer together on your exhale. Yeah? So this is how you find those transverse abdominal muscles. So see if you can just kind of tune into these muscles for a few rounds of breath. And then we're going to add a little movement here. So we're going to start to roll towards the outside edge of one foot. So we're going to bring one knee out to the side, but we're going to try and keep the hips nice and level. And then we're going to slowly bring the knee back in. And then we go to the other side. So we're going to move the knee out to the side. Try and keep those hips nice and level, and then slowly bring it back in. So I want you to just kind of keep breathing. And I find it more useful if I exhale when I bring my knee out to the side. And then inhale to draw the knee back. So exhale. And then inhale to bring it back. Again, the purpose of this is activating those core muscles. Now, this might be difficult, or you might find this quite easy, depending on how much exercise you do or how much Pilates or yoga you've been doing already. So the next step, if you wanted to make this a little bit more difficult, would be to bring one knee up. So we come into a single tabletop position first, and then we take the leg out to the side. This is a lot harder. So if you found version number 1 difficult enough, please stay with that, because Pilates is all about doing it correctly. It's about precision rather than just kind of ticking off exercises. So you're going to get much more out of it if you work at the level where you're at the moment. So this might just be bringing the knee out to the side. Again, work on that stability, or coming from that single tabletop and then bringing the leg out to the side. It's all about control. Good, lovely. So make this your last one, and then we'll just do a little windscreen wiper leg movement. Just keep it small and contained, just to release for a moment and get ourselves ready for the next one, which is another quite well-known Pilates exercise called the 100. And for that, we need our arms. So we're going to reach our fingertips down towards the feet. We're going to have our arms hovering off the floor, shoulders away from the ears. And then from there, we're going to make little pulses here with the arms. So they're just kind of moving up and down. And what this does, it creates this tiny little micro movement. And we are trying to resist this. We are trying to keep our spine in a neutral position, our back in a neutral position. We're trying not to kind of let that movement take over the whole body. So that is your core strengthening here, or core challenge. So, and then we're going to speed this up a little bit. So let's pulse the arms, and we're going to inhale for 3 pulses and exhale for 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Good. Keep going. So we're just getting into the rhythm here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Do it one more round, and then let's shake out the arms for a moment. Give them a little shake out. Good. Next one, you can either, I'm going to give you the choice, you can either come into single tabletop position, do this movement, or you can try coming up into double tabletop. This is a lot harder. If you feel like you're pushing your belly out to do this, please stay with this single tabletop position. And I want you to think about dropping the belly and thinking about this transverse abdominal action of drawing in while you make the arm movement. If you're ready for double tabletop, feel free to go ahead with that. A little bit more of a challenge, but we're still keeping it simple. So we're going to keep the head down, we're going to keep the shoulders in touch with the ground, and we inhale for 3 and exhale for 3. Your breath is such a powerful tool to get into those abdominal muscles and start to strengthen your core. And it's a whole system that works together. So don't underestimate correct breathing. Good. I think we're nearly there with 100. I don't know. This is why it's called 100. Let's do one more. Good. And then let's release. Bring your knees in and have a little rock from side to side. And then rolling yourself over to the side, bringing yourself up. Good. So another one of my favorites for the core are the knee hovers. We're going to bring the shoulders, the hands underneath the shoulders, knees hip distance apart, tuck your toes under. And you're going to take a nice inhale, exhale. Find those transverse abdominal muscles again that we've been talking about. Feel all that engagement through the core. Inhale, exhale. Let's just take one more breath just to tune into those muscles, because you're going to need them in a moment. I'm going to take an inhale and then exhale. We're going to press the hands into the floor. Just hover the knees off the ground. And then inhale to come back down. Going to keep it nice and simple. We're just going to lift the knees on the exhale. And then inhale to lower them down. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good, lovely. And then let's release. Shake out the hands and give the shoulders a little roll. So while the core is incredibly important, there's another part of your body that you need to strengthen if you want to avoid from your scoliosis getting worse, and that is your hips. So watch this video right here where I will give you a glute strengthening workout, which is great, especially if you suffer from uneven hips and if you suffer from lower back pain.